welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in the same petrol station that I was in on my video when I was testing out the Hoka Rocket X's. There's quite a theme in that my family just don't seem to ever have petrols in their car. But we are on the way to get the Bianchi bike fit done. So I've got the Bianchi in the back. You should have seen everyone putting the Bianchi in this. It's literally like, you know when you're holding a newborn baby and everyone's like, oh my god, watch the head. That's what I was like with the Bianchi. I was like, oh my god, watch the handlebars. I feel like you just like that anyway. Like when you buy a new car, like you don't go and park next to like an old banger, or you don't go and like park where it's dead busy. You always like park at the other side of the car park. Like that's just natural when you buy things. Like you buy white trainers, you don't go running through the puddles. So I'm on the way to Manchester, which is about 25 minutes drive, 20 minutes if we drive fast. I'm going to see Matt at Crimson Performance. So if you know Manchester, if you know where the Rafa shop is, he's based like at the top of there. Pretty handy. I've seen him before. I saw him for the B-Twin. What is going on? I did this in work yesterday. Woo. Very attractive. Yeah, I had a physio appointment on Tuesday night. It would appear that I have a trapped nerve in my joint, like I said, like I thought. And basically, which was really handy to get that appointment before going to the bike fit, because she's now told me like, oh, tell Matt this and this. But essentially, my left leg is actually much shorter than my right leg. What our theory is, I've pulled like a muscle in my quad doing running or whatever, and then then I was like, oh, I can't run. So then we increased the cycling, and in increasing the cycling, my little left leg, my little stumpy leg, didn't like the pressure that was being put on my back, didn't like the pressure that was being put through the pedals. Parents are arguing. So the left leg being shorter, like increasing the cycling, has like just caused a bit of nerve issues. So I've kind of like given myself a nerve problem by trying to prevent an injury. I mean, only me. And I will tell you what he's done to the bike afterwards. So I'm going to anticipate smaller handlebars, like narrower handlebars, because that's what he did to my other bike. And then yeah, just like play around with cleats and yeah, just see how it goes. What a beautiful day. I've got a half day today, so fully enjoying that. And it's after the 12th of April, so I'm going to try and get a takeaway coffee, sit outside, enjoy the sun for a little bit before I go in this afternoon. My Bianchi, we made it out of Manchester alive. When we were walking through town, there were so many people that was like, you know, like looking at your bike and you're like, I'm sorry, can you keep your eyes off my bike please? I'm glad to have her home now. So the bike fit was really good. I told Matt about the left leg being shorter than the right one, so he has now added a little stint, I think it's called, underneath my cleat on the left side. So it's not that big. It's not like I've put a wedged heel on like I'm going out in summer wedges. Tiny little wedge. And that will hopefully like just cancel out any imbalance. However, one thing he did say was that last time at my first bike fit, we didn't notice a difference in leg length. Therefore, he thinks it might be something, you know, that's kind of maybe leg tightness that's just like causing that discrepancy. So if I were to do physio exercises and stretch and stuff, and it kind of like the problem solves itself, then I should take out that kind of extra support, because you don't want to become too reliant on it. The bike fit itself took only about like 45 minutes. That was my second time seeing Matt. So the first time I went, it was about 2 hours-ish, and we did loads of different measurements, loads of like different exercises like lunging and squatting and stretching and just to see like your flexibility. So he already had all of that data and he just had to apply it to this bike. I actually thought he was going to change the handlebars, like the width of them, but he actually just moved the hoods inwards and he made it more of a 38. I know I said 36 is like my desired, but I do really like the handlebars on this because like that flat aero, and I just think it looks cool. So I didn't really want to just take them off to put a different handlebar on. So we're going to try that and see how that. I've gone for a Sella Italia seat, the Ultra Boost 1. You will recall that the Bianchi seat was bloody awful and I couldn't even sit on it at all. So I'm hoping the Sella Italia one is better. So I got that recommendation off my friend Kelly. I think the boost part of the seat like does get a bit squishier like the more you ride it. So it's a case of just like bear with it to start with. But you know, if it's not comfortable, then I can just get a new one. It's got that middle cut out, which is supposedly quite good for female cyclists. It's just a bit frustrating. So I've been told that I can't cycle or run for a week, and that week will end on Tuesday, and then I'll have an update then and see what's going to happen with my leg. I'm allowed to cycle but sit upright, but it's actually really difficult. So hard sitting on that seat upright. You know, like when you're in the gym and people sit back and they watch Coronation Street, it's a bit like that, but minus Coronation Street and minus the comfy padded chair saddle. I need a Garmin sat-nav computer cycling thing because I don't have one at the minute, therefore I do get lost on a lot of rides. So I'm going to be volunteering at Horwich Triathlon. If you're there, come and say hello. I'm going to ask them whether I can vlog that so you can see what it's like. I would definitely recommend Matt at Crimson Performance. So Matt has a place in Manchester, like I said, above Rafa, which is in St Anne's Square, near Spinning Fields, like pretty central, which is handy. And then also he has a place in the Lake District as well. I think that's where, so Crimson is their cycling team, and I think like that's where their main hub is. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but I definitely think that is the case. If you're interested in getting a bike fit, then maybe just drop him a message and see where's the best location and see if his kind of bike fitting would suit you. He does come recommended by a lot of cyclists I know, so that's definitely his expertise. But yeah, hope that was interesting, and I will see you all very soon. Bye. Oh, and if you could like and subscribe before you go, that would be fabulous. Bye.